as soon as after hour starts. And you'll know what's running the same time I do. All right. Doesn't look like, boy, the Dow Jones is up nice. Boy, looking at these penny stocks here, LFS ran insane. What a monster run on that darn thing. Holy cow. All right. Kathy, good afternoon over there on YouTube. What a beautiful run. All right, we've got 1 minute, 50 seconds. Sean, good afternoon. Yeah, Helen, that's all you're going to see until after hours starts. As soon as after hours trading starts, that screen will fill up with everything that's running by percentage. So you'll know exactly what's at the top and what's running and what's not. Same time I do. That's the screen I look at in after hours. The only other screen I've got is for the news. So this will show you exactly what's running. If you look on your Zoom screen at the top right, you should see a button up there. If you put your cursor up there that says View, if you click on that, you get a drop-down box. And if you go clear to the bottom of the drop-down box there, it says Full Screen. Click on that, and everything will enlarge for you, and you'll be able to see it really, really well. So you'll see exactly what's running at the same time I do. All right. Avril, good afternoon. Sheila, good afternoon as well. All right, there we go. So you can see what's up there by percentage. It's sorted by percentage. All right, first off, we've got ECDA up there about 12%. RYOJ, press release, it's up 34%. Now that's a press release from this morning. And we got LFS, big runner today. It's trying to move up a little bit. LFS, hopefully you guys got some of that today. That was a beauty, 500%. Looks like it's moving up again here in after hours, or at least trying to. So we've got ECDA up 15% here. We've got RYOJ up 13%. Let's see what kind of news we get here. MGX presenting new preclinical data. MGX. It just moved to the top of the list there very quickly for us. For everybody on Zoom, that's what those numbers here in this column here That just tells us that there is a press release. 1 press release, 2 press releases, 3 press releases. And clear to the right here, you can see the after hours volume. So you can tell this is only after hours volume. It's not all day today, just after hours. So you get an idea of where all the volume's going in after hours. That should be a big help. All right, let me click through some more of these press releases. Vicky, good afternoon. Yes, I stayed warm today. I had to turn the heat on, believe it or not, in Florida, and I got to turn the heat on. ECDA now up 51%, 52%. That thing is popping off, man. ECDA looking pretty good so far. Let's see if that'll continue pushing for us. No press releases at the moment that are pushing anything up in after hours. No fresh press releases. CMND is pushing up there as well for us. CMND for everybody on Zoom. I'm sure you saw that pop up there pretty nice. Remember, if you're on Zoom here with me, you're seeing the runners the exact same time I am. This is what I'm using to tell me what's moving quickly in the market. ECDA up 40%. Will it bump over 175? It seems to be having some trouble there at 175. CMND and ECDA are kind of switching, taking turns with number 1 spot here. And we'll continue to watch some of these down here. If you're watching any of these down here and you start noticing one starting to climb the list rather quickly. Let's see, STXS, FTHM, reporting third quarter financials. SI, third quarter financials, but not much volume. Look at the volume over here to the right on SI. There's no volume there. So that's one you might, if you like the news, you just stay away until you see that volume starting to push. ECDA is getting a lot of volume, and so is CMND. That's where the volume's at right now. If you scan down through the list here, you're not seeing a lot of volume. BLMZ getting a lot of volume, but it's not up much. Let's take a look at a few more of these press releases. Price target change, conference. BHVN is announcing proposed public offering. Third quarter Third quarter ECDA now up 47%. LFS 1056 to 1220, then 1259, holding the last 10%. Nicely done. Third quarter financials. We're still getting a lot of financials popping up. It's just that time of the year where we're getting a lot of the third quarter financials hitting us. Conference. Not seeing anything there. BHVN, $150 million public offering. It dropped pretty good on that news. LFS now up 20%. I know you're all watching LFS. I know you are. Just hit 14. We just hit 1434. Everybody should know about that stock by now. And I'm quite certain everybody's watching it in after hours. After a monster run like that, it's a pretty good idea to watch them. LPTH on third quarter financials. No, actually, that was first quarter fiscal for 2026. FTHM on their third quarter revenues. Not really moving. So we've got ECDA up 28%. We've got CMND up 29%. LFS up 21%. Flirting with $14 there. We're going to watch for something crawling up the list here. It's getting some volume. RYOJ trying to push up a little bit. Not a lot of volume there, though. LPTH. Nice move. SELX also moving up. A lot of good runners here. RPay revenue third quarter on November 25th. Let's go back and look at RYOJ. Boom. Look at that. Nice. That was nice. Sammy all out at 1403. Beautiful. Good trading. AD got LFS. Beautifully done. That stock was just insane. 500+% run on that thing. It's up 640% now. 642%. What an absolute beast. That's great, Sammy. You got that account up like that. That was nice. All right, let's see. ECDA. ECDA still trying to push up. I was wondering about that 175 break, and it just did. 177, 178. Nice. We got some runners on our hands here. SOND, little 19-cent stock. That one decided to push up. Very quick up and down, though. Not much volume, 273,000 shares in after hours. That's not a lot for an 18-cent stock. But that could change. That could build very, very quickly at that cheap price. So keep an eye on that. SOND. All right. So we've got kind of the same 5 or 6 players here. ECDA. CMND. Clear Mind Medicine is pulling down. SELX that I mentioned to you, it's still climbing up. SOND, still trying to push up. Is LFS done? Well, let's keep an eye on it here and see what we can come up with. We've got some more press releases here to read. Let's see. Rare Earth Extension. This general market news. Release second quarter. Yeah, that's fluff news. We'll skip over the fluff. All right. ECDA. Come on, baby. Get back over 175. That's where you need to be. Clear Mind. CMND trying to curl back up. LFS. Let's go. Come on. Push, 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 push. Let's hit 15. Let's put it over 15 here in after hours. What do you say? It's at 13, right around $13 right now. It's kind of bouncing up and down there. Quite a bit of spread on that right now. About a 20-cent spread. Let's see if we can push it up to 15. I think 15 would be a nice round number for us. All right. Let's go back and look at ECDA again. There's that 175 again. This is where it's having trouble. 175 is being kind of a pain here. Level 2 is not that thick. It's pretty light on level 2. I don't know why it's having such a hard time up there. CMND, MSGY, SON. See. Okay, looks like everything's cooling off right now. RYDE, Ride Group. RYDE, it's a little 56-cent stock. It's gone up about 6 cents. here in after hours. Now 7 cents. So it's pushing up a little bit as well. RYDE. We should see that one climbing up our list here. Let me highlight that. I just highlighted RYDE. No volume, 44,000 shares here in after hours. That's not a lot. But we'll keep an eye on it in case that volume decides to change. That's why I like to highlight them, so I can keep an eye on them very quickly at a glance. ECDA, come on, get back to 175. It needs to be over 175. It'll get fun for us above 175. We've got to get it up there. FMFC just spiked a little bit here in after hours. Candle Ventures, FMFC. A little bit of a spike. It's actually number 2 on my list right now. It's up about 25%. 35%. It's gone up 10% just in the last few seconds. 37%, 38%. Boy, what a nice grab there. %. Better make that a quick trade. It could see $1. If we can get the volume over 100,000 here on this 1 minute candle. There we go. 105,000, 112,000. All right, let's see if we can keep that pace going on the 1 minute time frame. We might get it to push up, but if volume dies off, we'll be in trouble on that one. ECDA still can't break 175, save its life. Come on, FMFC, I want that volume. 26,000, 27,000, 35,000, 39,000. Come on, give us 100,000 on this 1 minute on FMFC. Come on. There you go, you beautiful bastard. Woo-wee. Come on, push, baby. Get it up to $1. It's up 47% right now. Come on. Another press release. Lucid LCID announces a proposed convertible senior notes offering of $875 million due in 2031. That's on LCID. It's sitting at 1689 right now. Just bounced off of 1632. RKLB, looks like just general market news. FMFC, ECDA, come on, push up. CMND, MSGY. Boy, I wish that FTHM would get some volume. HM. Boy, if that thing could get some volume, I think that would move very quickly. But it's moved up nice, but on next to nothing on volume. That definitely needs to change. All right, let's go back and look at FMFC. Kendall Ventures. Looking for a buck on this one. We got it to wick up to 89 cents at one point. Looking for $1. Let's take a look at ECDA. Boy, that thing is stage fright. I'll tell you what, it gets anywhere near 175 and it just gets sold off. Everybody is selling off at 174, 173. Every time it bumps up there, it just crashes back down. They are not giving that a chance to run. That is for sure. LFS trying to curl back up again. Would love to see that hit 15 here in after hours. Another press release on Plug, general market news. Another press release on BHVN, $150 million proposed public offering. PD, third quarter financials. Let's go back and look at FMFC. What do you know? What was I looking for? I'm looking for a buck. We just wicked up to 95 cents. We're up 65% on this one. Come on, baby. Give me a buck. Give me a buck. I hope you guys find this scanner as useful as I do. It really alerts you to stuff very quickly. Especially with the volume, with all this volume over here. And the float, having that float up there is extremely helpful as well. The stock float, like ECDA, Scans is calling it a 799,000 public float. So this has got a what I call a micro float. At least that's how Scans has got it. Now, I don't know how accurate that really is, but that's what they're calling it. Now, FMFC, I want my dollar. I want my buck. We keep hitting 95 and we can't quite seem to get over the hump there. It's got an 8.7 million public float, so not a bad float. It's underneath that 10 million spot. I like that. I like that a lot. Doesn't have a lot of shares shorted on it though. There's 98. We're going to get it. 99. We just wicked to $1. 99.9 on the ask. Come on, baby. 99. Come on. You can break that dollar. Come on. It's up 76%. Come on. Break a buck. 102. There it goes. Kaboom. Love that. 103. We're up 77%. FMFC. Bringing us the buck. There you go. Like taking candy from a baby. Now let's see if we can get it to run 100%. That would be an accomplishment. We've been getting pretty fortunate with the 100% runners here of late. Anybody squeeze out 100% today on LFS? Anybody get a full 100% out of it? I figure on a 600% run, somebody had to have pulled out at least 100. I haven't checked Discord. I'm sure somebody's probably posted it on Discord, but why would you take candy from a baby? Oh, shoot. All right, here's a couple more press releases here coming out at 4:30. DDD, 3D Systems Transforming Manufacturing, with introduction of next generation stereolithography solutions for Formnext in 2025. That sounds like fluff. Pure, unadulterated fluff. Third quarter investment conference. All fluffy news. All right. Come on. We got to get FMFC back over $1. It was nice to us. It was pretty sweet. It got us up over that buck. Can't complain about that. Can't complain. Not a bad little run, I wouldn't say. From 56 cents to $1.03. Not bad. RYM, RYM. What's that all about? RYM just popped up in there in the scanner. What's going on there? 30. I got the last trade at 24. Okay. Scans and E-Trade are not in agreement here. Let's look at SI. SI with revenue report. This is the one I mentioned to you a little bit earlier, SI, Shoulder Innovations. It's not got much volume here in after hours, 6,000 shares. But it did bump up a little bit. It's been kind of gradually stair-stepping its way up, but just no volume. Got to have volume. Let's see. FMFC. Well, you know, the universe giveth and the universe taketh away. But we got our dollar. That's what matters. Market news, general market news, market news, market news, market news, and more market news. Nothing but general market news there. That doesn't help us. We need a stock specific press release here. All right, ECDA again is trying to curl back up. Stock falls Tuesday, so that is just general market news. RYDE trying to push back. Boy, some of these have got some pretty massive spreads on them. Makes me a little nervous to mess with them. I don't like them stocks that have got 20, 30, 40, 50 cent spreads on the bid and ask, especially in after hours on low volume. That's a dangerous combination. I like them to be about a 3-penny spread. That's pretty manageable. Everything's pulling back. REPL, Replimune Group, REPL. That one's still climbing. Again, not a lot of volume. Where are we at with volume here? 314,000 shares. That's not bad for a $10 stock. It's gone from about 850 to 10 in after hours here. Not bad. Not bad. BBAR, third quarter financials. Cindy, you have a great evening. PD, reporting third quarter financials. DDD, nothing on that one. Not seeing too much here. Let me look at SI again. SI is still sneaking its way up there. It's flying under the radar. Boy, it's got an 80-cent spread on it too. Ooh. Not seeing a whole lot right now. Couple more press releases. MLTX. Looks like class action lawsuit. ATYR, class action lawsuit. CMND trying to curl back up. It's making one heck of a effort. It's making one heck of a good showing here, trying to curl back up. SONO just announced a new patent. For a media player device, whatever that is. But it's not getting any attention. Nobody loves it. Let's go back and look at everybody's favorite, LFS. Have you been watching it? I wanted 15 on this one in after hours. We've gone from 1041 here on the low in the dip here in after hours back to 1430. But I'm looking for 15. I want 15 out of that. Good afternoon to everybody out there in YouTube. Thank you guys very much for subscribing. We're going to be on YouTube in the mornings and in the afternoons here, calling out these press releases as they hit the market. And we'd love to have you join us. We're going to go live on YouTube here at 7:45 Eastern time every morning, and we'll give you the 8 o'clock press releases. And then we'll say goodbye. And then in the afternoons, we'll try to go on at 4 o'clock to do after hours. Because obviously press releases come out in pre-market, they come out in after hours. And we're live on our Zoom. We have a Zoom meeting every morning. GLTO, remember GLTO? Remember that big money maker for us? It's curling up. That was a nice one a few days ago. That was a really good one. But we're on our website for about 3 hours straight in pre-market from 6:45 in the morning till about 9:30. and we try to cover all of pre-market. MLTX, class action lawsuit. And of course, everyone's welcome to join us. All you have to do is go to the website, subscribe to Live Zoom Trading, and there you are. Press releases come out in the mornings, typically on the half hour, 7 o'clock, 7:30, 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. You get the idea. So we go live at 6:45 so that we're ready at 7 for that first big round of press releases. Got a couple of nice ones this morning. Got a couple of really great ones Monday morning. And hopefully we'll get another couple of good ones tomorrow morning. It's always nice. It's always nice when the market treats us well. Now, I wanted 15 on LFS. Where's it at right now? 1575. Boom! It hit 1575. Nice. Move was a good one too. Yeah, David Move was a real monster. We took the dip on that one. I believe that's the one we took the dip on. They put out some good news and it dipped really bad, and we said, no, we'll take that dip. And we rode that thing up and played it like crazy. That was a monster. Look at LFS now. $16. I only wanted 15. And we just got 16. Oh my gosh, Sean, 1211 to 1501 for Sean, one of our Wolfpack members. That's beautiful, Sean. Nice trade. Will it hit 20 before the end of after hours here? Who knows? That was nice. That was beautiful. Pop over to the website, wolfpackcommunity.com. That's the website. We'd love to have everybody join you. We don't tell you what to buy. We don't tell you when to get in, when to get out. That your trading is your trading. You do whatever you do. What we do is give you all the press releases in the market, all the press releases. And we try to, diligently sort through and give you the good ones. And we do it in real time. A lot of these call outs are happening sometimes within seconds of the press release hitting the market. Sometimes it can be 15, 20 seconds late, depending on how many I have to read. But most of the really good ones are usually within seconds. And seconds matter. So we would love to have everybody. And of course, everybody in the community is watching the market as well. Everybody in our community, chimes in on our Zoom meeting. And if somebody sees something moving, they chime in. If somebody sees a press release maybe that I didn't see, they post it, so that everybody in the community is keeping up to date in real time what's moving, so we can get in there quick, especially on a press release. Get in quick, write it up on the press release momentum, get out, lock in that profit, and move on to the next press release. I find it to be a rather effective way to trade. Well, we hit 1620. I wonder if we can do that again. That stock has been crazy. It's up 777% today. Unreal. 812 now. That's phenomenal. It's always nice when you can get in on one of those 800% runners, especially if you can get into it quick at the bottom and you only get a portion of it. You're still getting 70, 80, 100% run out of that stock. And that's a nice ROI on your account when you can pull in 100% or 80%. That's beautiful. ATYR looks like class action lawsuit. So that doesn't interest us at all. Come on, baby. Push up. Get back over 16 again. Come on. We can do it. There it is, 1610. 841% now. I hope you realize how significant that is. That's a monster move, man. We've seen them bigger. Don't get me wrong. We've seen way more than that on a stock in one day. But that is significant. That is extremely significant. STXS, third quarter financials. All right. Well, we've got about 10 minutes left here. I usually, in the afternoons, I come on about 4 and only stay till about 5. I have found over the years, between 4 and 5 is when most of the press releases come out in after hours. After that, yeah, you might get 1 or 2 that come out that might be good, but I don't like staying on after hours for hours and hours and hours just watching the screen. That gets old. Yeah, Josh, that was a good one. There's been some real good monster moves on some of these. $868%. We're about to tap $17 here. $869%, 874%, 980%. Folks, this has gone up, what, 200% just since we've been talking about it. That is nuts. Oh my God, that's nuts. Oh, imagine. 900%. It wants 20. Hey, Jesus, you think it'll hit 20? He thinks it's going to hit 20. We'll see. I hope it does. I hope it. Wouldn't that just be the bee's knees, man? $900. It's up 933% since yesterday's close. It's up 900% just today in today's trading. That's so much fun to watch those go up. Especially when you see the green on your trading account going, climbing up really fast. Holy smokes. Especially when the account starts climbing up and it's up about 5 digits. That's when it gets really heart pounding. That's when it's fun. LFS all out 12.11 to 17.68 for Sean. Nice trade. Very good trading. Wow. $942. Oh, shoot. Not right now, Josh. No. William, you made a good trade on that. $3.83 to $12.33. That's a really good trade. Steak dinners tonight, man. Good job, William. Good job. That makes my heart feel good that you did that well on that. Makes you smile, don't it, William? When you see that account number, that green number going up and up and up and up and up and up, that'll put a smile on your face for sure. Look at it now. 970%. $982. Just a little bit more of a bump. We're going over 1,000% on this stock. $9.99. Come on. Come on. One little bump. Oh, come on. You can do it. $9.99. Oh, come on. There it is. 1,000%. $1,000%. The Wolfpack rocked that one. I guarantee you we rocked it. 1,000% on that son of a gun. Oh my, oh my. Multiply that number in your head. That's over 100 grand, folks. $100,000. Boom. It's a lot of money. All right. Nothing. No press release today. No press release and no SEC filings. The last press release I have on LFS was back on November 5th. And they received a contract. This was all FOMO hype, social media hype, and a lot of FOMO. And a low float. The low float helped a lot. That played a big part in that. All right. I've got about 2 minutes here. We'll see what pops up at 5 o'clock. If nothing pops at 5, then I'll be done and I can go get something to eat. I haven't eaten yet today. I haven't eaten at all. So I'm a little bit hungry. I didn't have breakfast or lunch. I've been busy. And old Jeffy boy is getting a little bit hungry. As long as I don't get hangry, right? What a monumental run on that stock. 1,000%. All right. Well, we've got about 30 seconds here. Sometimes we get press releases at 5 o'clock. Sometimes we don't. They don't come out in a real regimented way like they do in pre-market. Pre-market's pretty regimented. They're right on the half hour pretty steadily. And there's some that trickle in between the half hours, but for the most part, they're right on the half hour. After hours is not like that. After hours is they're just scattered everywhere from 4 to 5. They're just all over. All right, there's 5 o'clock. Let's see. We did get one popped up. GEOS, fourth quarter 2025 earnings call. EMBC with fiscal fourth quarter and full year 2025 financials. Class action lawsuit, class action. Oh. Fun, FUN, which is the company that owns Six Flags. There's a class action lawsuit filed against Fun. But we don't pay any attention to those class action lawsuits. They're all frivolous nonsense. Okay, so that was it for 5 o'clock. There really wasn't anything else there. So I'm going to call it a night, everybody. If you guys want to continue trading, have at it. I don't want to sit at the computer all night. I've got to get something to eat. I'm getting hungry. I got low sugar, as they say in the South. My sugar's low. I got to get something to eat. All right. You guys have a great evening. I'll see everybody. I'll see all the Wolf Pack on our Zoom meeting at 6:45 tomorrow morning. Hope to see you there. And YouTube, I'll be back on again tomorrow morning at 7:45. And we're only on for about 15, 20 minutes or so, just long enough to give you the 8 o'clock press releases. And then I'll see you again at 4. You guys have a great evening, and I'll see all of you bright and early tomorrow morning. God bless.